Chapter 42. Truth and Illusion. How to distinguish between reality and illusion. If both the stone chamber and the prophecies within the stone chest were fabrications conjured by the corpse flower, when did the illusion begin? My brain struggled with this complex issue. If Shirley Yang could help analyze the situation, it would be easier. Fatty's and my combined intellect didn't even match half of hers. Yet, I believe the hypothesis that the corpse flower manipulated illusions to make us turn on each other was just speculation. The demonic flower was indeed formidable, and the scene on the stone bridge of the ghost cave haunts me still, but I wasn't entirely convinced that the seer's predictions were a trap. Fatty nudged me, bringing me back to the present. What's wrong? Old who? You've been zoning out a lot lately. Are we dealing with this American girl, or what? I asked Fatty to watch over Professor Chen and leaned down to question Shirley Yang. You say your grandfather was a tomb raider before going to America. Without proof, how can I believe you? Shirley Yang glared at me, full of resentment. Believe it or not, thief. I wear my grandfather's keepsake around my neck. Just look at it, and you'll know. A keepsake? Could it be a touch gold sign? Indeed, when I looked, she wore two necklaces. One was a cross, and the other turned out to be a touch gold sign made from a pangolin claw. Such items were extremely secretive in the world. Not all tomb raiders possessed them, and many had never even seen such a thing. Value can differ vastly depending on who holds it. While a touch gold sign wasn't inherently valuable, and might be disregarded if found on the street, it represented an invaluable heritage and status to those from a lineage of tomb raiders. I took a careful look at Shirley Yang's touch gold sign. The saying comparisons are odious holds. Compared to hers, the touch gold sign that Gold Tooth gave Fatty and me might as well be discarded. Shirley Yang's touch gold sign was clearly a relic from the later Han period. The touch gold characters etched in seal script were bold and rustic, exuding an air of antiquity. Crafted from the most pointed claws of a pangolin, the sign was slightly translucent, like black crystal, showing no signs of wear despite its age. A gold wire encircled the base of the claw, and it was entirely engraved with patterns of flying tigers thought to ward off evil spirits. Compared to Shirley's authentic touch gold sign, the ones Gold Tooth had given Fatty and me were easily identified as fakes. They were artificially aged, and the material selection and craftsmanship couldn't compare. Cursing Gold Tooth, I realized why they had never seemed effective. Holding Shirley Yang's touch gold sign in my hands, I found myself reluctant to part with it, not really wanting to give it back. Shirley Yang shouted, "Give it back! Trying to harm me is bad enough. Are you trying to steal from me too?" I reattached the touch gold sign around Shirley Yang's neck. Since your grandfather was also a tomb raider, why do you call us thieves? Are you not condemning your grandfather by condemning us? This is just a matter of cause and effect. Then, I confided in her the predictions from the carvings atop the second layer of the stone chest, concluding with, this could all be a deadly illusion created by the corpse flower, but until we're sure, we can't free you just yet. Shirley Yang's expression softened after listening, then come up with some plan. Do you think being tied up is comfortable? Maybe you should try it and see how it feels. I paced around the room, glancing at the carvings on the second layer of the stone chest, afraid to take any rash action. If the prophecy was not an illusion but indeed true, then opening the second layer of the stone chest without eliminating one person would cause the appearance of the malevolent spirit that would kill us all. The situation felt more unbearable than stepping on a landmine. Misstep and the result could be disastrous. With Professor Chen gone mad and Shirley Yang a suspect, I had to discuss my thoughts with Fatty, despite knowing he might not provide any useful aid but still hoping to share the burden. Upon hearing my explanation, Fatty nodded. Oh, I get it. You think we're still under the influence of that damn dogtail flower's illusions. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Such a trivial matter. I'd resolve it immediately. I was skeptical of his confidence. You think you can discern illusion from reality? This isn't a joke. One wrong move could mean game over for all of us. Fatty didn't say a word but quickly slapped me across the face without warning. Caught off guard, I took the hit directly, feeling a stinging pain on my cheek. I was about to retaliate when Fatty asked, "How about it? Does it hurt?" Rubbing my face, I retorted, "Damn it. The son hits the father, Are you rebelling? Asking if it hurts? Let me give you a slap, and then you'll know how much it hurts. As soon as the words left my mouth, realization dawned on me. If I could feel pain, it meant we weren't trapped in an illusion. It seemed we were not under the control of the corpse flower after all. I turned back, wanting to confront Shirley Young again. But a glance at the stone chest's second layer altered my focus. The carvings that were there had become blurry and were fading away, leaving only a blank slab of the small stone chest with a cover sealed with oxhide lacquer to preserve whatever valuables lay inside. Looking at the first layer of the stone chest, there was no change. The carvings remained the same, depicting the prophecy of the seer with the 4 people opening the first layer of the chest. What was happening? Could there be truth mixed with lies? I pulled Fatty over to examine what was on the second layer of the chest now. Fatty saw it as still the original 3 carvings. I slapped his face and said, "Look again. Are the carvings still there?" Fatty, nursing his cheek, said, "Hey, now they're gone. What the hell? It's really freaking haunted. Let's see what the hell is inside." And with that, he pulled open the second layer of the stone chest. I exclaimed, "That was too fast. I just asked you to take a look, not to do anything else." Yet, after the second layer was opened, nothing happened. All 4 of us were fine, and no malevolent spirit came to attack us. Based on my experience, I surmised that we had indeed been controlled by the corpse flower's illusion up until now. The abilities of this demonic flower far exceeded our expectations, and it was capable of constructing illusions beyond the stone bridge of the ghost cave. At that moment, I thought to rush across the stone bridge to save Suddy Pong, only to fall into the corpse flower's illusionary trap. Then, Fatty and Shirley Young pulled me back. When I looked over my shoulder, the once closed petals of the corpse flower were all opened, facing us directly. From that point on, the illusion created by the corpse flower expanded. After our flashlights went out, many black snakes appeared. Considering the circumstances at the time, with 5 of us pinned down by the snakes, it was miraculous that none were bitten. Now it seems clear those snakes were merely illusory. The corpse flower conjured so many of these black snake apparitions with the intention of driving us into the cracks within the mountain, to bury ourselves alive. Unexpectedly, our escape through the fissures led us inadvertently into the tomb of the seer. As powerful as this corpse flower was, its range of control was ultimately limited. Being too far from us, it could no longer produce potent illusions, so it resorted to altering the simplest structure it could manipulate: the stone carvings, enticing us to turn on each other. What's terrifying about the corpse flower is that it doesn't rely on human senses to create illusions. Once you've seen it and remembered its seductive colors, you can be ensnared by its allure from a certain distance, though the further away you are, the weaker the illusion becomes. Even if 1 or 2 people survived, they would likely suffer a mental breakdown for having slain their companions, ensuring that the secrets of the Jingjue Queen and the lost ancient kingdom, as well as the mysteries of the ghost cave, would remain forever unknown. Truly diabolical. At this point, Fatty had retrieved something from the second stone chest, an ancient book made of sheepskin. I surmised that the revelations of the seer, the secrets of the lost Jingjue kingdom, and the mysteries of the ghost cave were all contained within this book.